Elevated side unders. You're going to load up one leg and then drop down and get under the object to load up the other leg. You're in flexion and then you extend up. Load the right leg, reach the left, go under, shifting sideways, not twisting your body. Load the left leg, reach, shift the body, and then stand up. Elevated front unders. As you can see, pretty self-explanatory. He has something set up, maybe around waist high, and then he's going to step through lunging, sit back on his back heel, and then lunge forward. And while he comes up, you'll notice that he goes pretty vertical with his spine. We want flexion of the spine there and then extension of the spine on the way up. Step through, sit back, flexion, extension to finish. Walkout Pushups. With your feet pointed straight ahead, you bend over at the hip and pelvis, and then walk out to the push-up position, and then do the push-up work with your shoulder blades pinned together the entire time. Walk back into your feet, hang for a second, walk back out to the push-up position, reset your shoulder blades, don't let your pelvis sway toward the ground as you do the push-up work, and then walk with your straight legs back into the beginning position. Da Vinci's. With active hands and fingers spread apart, your feet are pointed dead straight ahead as you lean your torso left and then right. The only bend is at the spine. Your hips are not shifting. You can see that she just straightened up her right foot. That's critical to the exercise to make sure that the exercise remains hip driven. The spine is the mover, the hip is the stabilizer. In the Glam Sequence, you're going to put your legs straight out in front of you, with your legs extended, your toes pulled back, and then shoulders relaxed. You're going to use your hamstrings and your glutes to bridge your body off the ground and hold. Then you're going to move to the spread leg position with your feet pointed inward slightly to the ceiling and bridge up again using your hamstrings and glutes. In frog abdominals, you're going to interlace your hands behind your head, drop your legs out to the frog position. You'll notice that your low back may arch up a little bit, and that's natural. As you crunch up with your abdominal muscles, your low back will flatten to the ground while your legs stay completely relaxed out into the frog position. There's no pressure of her hands pushing against the back of her head. Her abdominals are moving her up and down. This exercise is the active cow's face. As you can see, his feet are pointed straight ahead, fist width apart at the big toes, even slightly pigeon-toed to set up the exercise. You can see that he's taking his arm above his head, down his back, and then behind his back, up his back, trying to reach the hands together, which will mobilize the shoulder and stabilize the upper back. In the wobble exercise, you're going to start seated and hug your knees to your chest. You're going to fall backward, rolling on your hips and spine, and try not to use too much momentum to get back and forth. As you can see here, he got a little stuck, but his abs and his legs had to kick in to help him get up. Just allow this natural motion throughout your spine and return to the seated position. Elevated donkey kicks. Great exercise for your hips, your back, your shoulders, and your legs. You could definitely say it's whole body. And all he's doing is jumping and basically donkey kicking to the other side. You do not have to go this high. Go where it's comfortable for you, and eventually you'll be able to. Elevated crab walks sideways. With your body in the tabletop position, your hips off the ground, you're going to reach deliberately with one leg, walk your hands over, and then bring the other leg in. Keep your hips up to a tabletop position even if you have to reset between each repetition. It's critical to keep your hips up. Reach, walk your hands, walk your leg. The bird dog exercise consists of you taking the opposite arm and opposite leg in two different directions and holding for 5 seconds. When the arm and leg are on the ground, you're allowing that shoulder blade to load up as you hold this position, making it a whole body exercise. This exercise is the air bench. As you sit back against the wall, straighten up your feet and walk them in front of your knees, creating a 110 to 120 degree angle at the knee joint. Push your heels into the floor to flatten your lower back to the wall. using those big quad muscles to create the work. Keep your upper body relaxed, and remember, the weight is in the heels as you're using those thigh muscles to flatten your lower back. When you're ready, or when your legs fatigue, then you can stand up to the beginning position.